That song is titled "The Devil Is in the Details," and these are Grado PS500es. These are $600 headphones. I checked, and you have to buy them from certain retailers, or you don't get their, warranty. You have to buy them from certain. This is a New York-based company, so an American headphone manufacturing facility, and I've got a soft spot. But my soft spot only goes so far. But let's dive in. $5.95. Now, I don't know if it's Grado or Grado. I won't argue. I've been calling Grados forever. They have the Grado sound. If you don't know what the Grado sound is, then you've never tried Grados. Just take the most amazing sibilant highs and then just cash in on them, because that's what they do. And now people will argue that every set of Grados sounds exactly the same. And they're nearly right. They're nearly right. I reviewed the 60s way back in the day. And I've heard the 80s. I know somebody with 125s. I know someone that bought 325s. I know someone who has the RS1s. These are the 500Es. And I've heard the PS1000s. And they all pretty much have the exact same signature. No bass highs, no bass. Then the mid-range sort of falters up and down depending on model, and then highs. But not the good angelic highs. The people who buy Grados are usually older people because they can't hear what these are doing. No offense, older people. But my father can't hear above 11K. I know this because I tested him personally. And when you can't hear above 11K, these don't bother you. But I can hear above 11K, so they bother me. Now, that was a rough description of the Grado sound. Let's look at the Grado build, because that's even more hilarious. This, and this plastic are identical to the $60 SR60s. Or actually they're like 90 now, I think. But whatever, their cheapest model share the exact same shitty headband, shitty plastic that is just discolored and falling apart into this. It's a clamshell together that holds this stick. I wouldn't even call it a rod. A rod is too good for it. This metal stick that slides up and down. And when these break, it's usually these break, and then there's nothing to fix. There's nothing to fix. There's no screws. You can't tighten it. Is there a model number? I think there's a model number written here, or a date scratched into it. So, okay, hand built, hand assembled in Brooklyn is great. I'm all for it. Now stop doing that. Stop doing this. And you look it up, and these are aluminum. These are machined aluminum. Grado Professional Series PS500es. And you look up on the website, and it says right there, mahogany core. Mahogany core. And then you have to peel off the atrocious pads. And there you can see that this is actually wood. And there's the model number again, the matching model number onto the thing. And scratched in again. It's just, it's got such an old world feel to the whole thing. And then they're charging you like $600 for it. So I would be okay with these headphones being $600 if I put them on my head and it brought me to orgasm. But these could stop me from orgasming pretty severely during any act. Any act, you're just like, oh yeah, Grado's on my head. Fuck, knives, tearing flesh. Oh, not to mention these are uncomfortable. And you could change these out for bigger ones, but it's just, They're the weirdest, most oddly designed things ever. I mean, here, these little pegs on the side, that's so you could tilt it that way. Literally that much. See how much it's tilting? When you put the pad back on, the pad hits that, so you can't actually tilt it that far anyway. So the tilting is useless. These pads change out real easy. So what do you get for $600? Oh, I almost made it $7. Christ, they'll change the price. Well, you could see the driver in there. It's in there. It's way in there. It's right against this, is what it is. This perforated, glued fabric. You got this cable permanently attached, just permanently attached. Here are the Fostex cables that I say are super thick, like a goddamn vacuum cleaner. Yeah, the Grado cable. I'll read the bullet point again. It is a 8-conductor cable design. Okay. That's not required at all. And then, so it's the, at least it's not janky, but it's an extension cord. It's literally an extension. It's a comedically large cable. And then it goes to a 3.5mm. Now I'm okay with 3.5mm, but to this cable, shake my head in disapproval. How do they sound? Well, I brought out headphones that are cheaper but share a similar signature, my 2000Xs, which got their own sound demo on the new rig, so you'd be able to compare directly. And first of all, these being just, you know, actually engineered and designed to not be whatever the fuck this is, that's a great start. That is a great start. Change the pads out with these cheapos, these super thick, cushy cheapos. They're incredible to wear. They sound amazing. They bring you places. These don't bring me anywhere. They probably bring me back to B&H to return them, but I didn't buy them, so I can't complain. Someone else can complain. They're not that hard to drive, and they are affected by the tube in a good way. As I said, Grado sound, killer highs, just killer highs. They sound close, yet not, yet the soundstage is what weirds me out, because my 2000Xs don't have a great deal of soundstage, but they have a great deal more sound presence than these Grados do. I mean, these Grados are just very close, almost mid. It almost sounds like the mid-range is boosted like an insane amount, and then the highs come in and kill you. And I've been trying to dig down and find the bass. They claim 14 hertz. I haven't seen 14 hertz, but they claim it. But on the tube here, quells the highs, raises the low end just a bit, and I'm not sure why, because that isn't the killing highs is a thing, but killing the bass is usually what this does, and it brings it up. These are gonna break. These are gonna break at any moment. I can listen to things. The only thing I've heard on these that has actually sounded acceptable, believe it or not, was the Alice in Chains. Where is it? Alice in Chains MTV Unplugged, which is a complete acoustic set. And like it all sounds good just for that. Just for the acoustics, the acoustic drums, the acoustic guitar. As soon as you get anything more trebly than an acoustic guitar, it's game over. And of course it sounds best on the dark voice, which is killing the highs and warming up the sound a bit. Sound leak, as you can tell. I can't see for $600. I can't see it. That novelty of, oh, it's American-made craftsmanship, John Grado is a G, that wears off as soon as you hold them for a while and go, these are gonna break, and they're uncomfortable, and this cord is stupid. At some point you have to just, you know, change, John. Please. Just just retool for whatever it takes to make not this. Because here's another problem with this, is this will spin infinitely. Like that. And then when it does, your cord looks like that. And you have to sit here and figure out what's wrong with it. Oh. For the 60s, this is fine. You want to sell an American-made, open-back set of $70 headphones, you make some compromises. This system works. I accepted it. I like the SR60s. My review's up somewhere. These are a $600 set. Stop fucking around. I know America can do better, because here are the Audis. The EL8 open backs. Look at them. These are $100 more. And they're planar, and they're made in America, and they're the most well-built set of headphones ever, in my book. Some people are iffy on these connectors. I didn't have a problem with them. So, you can get this and say, I'm proud I got an American set of headphones. Or you can get this and say, I'm proud to have an American set. Holy shit. Right? Look, pads that actually work, don't squeak, and a detachable. This is what Grado 2016. Move along. Cannot wear them. I've worn them for as long as my ears can take it, and I'm done now. Sound demo for these. Don't forget to check out the Patreon so that I could hopefully buy good things to review and maybe, I don't know, start my own headphone company. Somewhere in between these would be nice. It'll be cool. Really cool, man. Far out. And of course the 2000X is still win. Fuck. I can't.